Good kitten internet.
Meow.
Once more, well, we are from the future giving commentary on this video because this is the other video that got messed up. Technically, episode 12 gets messed up as well. We just re-recorded it and we explained it at that point. So much time travel going on.
Not the fun kind.
No. So where we last left off, we went through the Temple of the Snake and did everything but Q. The creepy laugh from the Temple of Ba never gets old. So what are we doing now? So for reference, I actually have a set of notes that I took after watching the video for the vague things that we did in the order that we did it in. I just don't know the specifics as to, okay, obviously we're in Blackshire. What exactly are we doing right now? Are we going to Lair of the Wolf immediately?
I think we're killing time until morning so we can train,
Yep,
maybe?
but we are going to the Lair of the Wolf and starting to investigate a little bit. We've got skull piles. Skull piles require expert perception.
Really quiet.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I have my...
Same. Both of us have our head things to maximum.
Can you increase the volume in...
Nope. I can try increasing the volume in the media player. Oops.
It's at 95%.
Yeah, that's not going to help too much. I mean, to be fair, we don't need that much audio.
When did you get out?
Oh, and I muted it.
Yeah. Good job breaking it here.
Yep. So yeah, we pick up a couple of skills from the Smuggler's Guild. Specifically, I think we pick up perception.
Wouldn't be without it.
Yep.
Wouldn't be without it. Wouldn't be without it.
I had to math to figure out if I can afford perception on everybody. But the skull piles require expert perception. Well, isn't it expert perception for all of them and only normal perception for like the really weak skull piles?
I'm not sure.
I can't remember now.
Time to look at the wiki.
I know that the rewards that you get from the skull piles depend on the strength of the status effect that they give you.
Mm-hmm.
So like the skull piles of death give you a better reward than the skull piles of weakness, for an example. I just can't remember if there's also a difference in what's required.
Probably is.
Probably.
Almost certain of it.
But I know that there is nothing actually in Might and Magic 6 that requires more than expert perception.
I mean, isn't the perception requirement to dodge a trap the same as the requirement to disarm it?
Nope. It is actually a higher, or you can dodge it more easily, it's just random chance. So in theory, one rank of perception is actually enough to dodge the effects of a trap. It's just that it's a low chance. I even think that after we pick it up, we even see that happen once. So, we're entering Lair of the Wolf to try to figure out what's here. And Kriatyrr notices the music at about this point. I recast Wizard Eye because I learned my lesson. No, I didn't. I never learned my lesson. And this is very obviously Whitecap music. And we see Master Archers. The thing about Archers is that regular Archers are really easy to fight. Master Archers are annoying to fight, and Fire Archers are hell to fight. So I'm basically sitting here talking about exactly that, debating back and forth as to whether I continue or not. Because if you see Master Archers, that means there will be Fire Archers. There are certain areas that you only see regular archers, like, for instance, the Temple of the Snake that we were just in. Wait, Temple of the Snake didn't have archers. There are multiple dungeons that only have archer, and not any of the higher level versions. Like, we can take on a Master Archer. A Master Archer. Any hints? The wiki doesn't have that detail. That's sad. Maybe I should add it. I've thought about registering on the mm6.wiki site and updating things myself. But you can see like how much damage I took from one Master Archer, because I'm actually not invisible. Right, I don't have a line of sight to any other archer. Then I turn the corner and notice, oh, there's a lot of archers there and harpies. So I just run in to try to see what I can see at this point. I misremembered which claw has the talking person in. It's not this one. And I'm already mostly dead as it is, so I just reload. Grab the body and nope out. Anything?
No.
Okay. So yeah, I'm just pointing out the areas that we have not gone to yet. There's a little bit in the southern part of Blackshire that we have not visited. I believe that's where the obelisk is. And I think that's what I was even mentioning in the video. How you doing, Internet? You doing okay? I have cats that are currently napping over there. I know it's a shame you're not seeing them right now, but I don't feel like moving the webcam. Oh, right. I know what I'm doing. I'm testing out to see how high of a disarm trap skill I need in order to open that stupid chest in the top right corner of the map.
And the answer is more.
Yes.
Which I think I told you so.
Yes, you did. You absolutely did. See, that type of thing is something I don't remember about Might Magic 6's.
I just remember
Things like
that you need a surprisingly high disarm skill.
Mm-hmm.
It's like even the chests in Mist, I think you need at least 3, if not 4.
So this was my attempt at science, except for some reason, I decided to do this one at a time, instead of, as Kriatyrr mentioned, just do all of it.
Go as high as you can and see
And
if
then
that's
start
enough.
going down. That would have made more sense. I never claimed to make sense. I don't live in the US anymore. I can't make sense. Although I do live in the EU, but not in the Eurozone. So I can't quite make Euro sense either. Yep, that didn't work. I think this is the point where you just told me to just use all of them. I hope so.
Yeah, just do all of them and I bet it's still not going to be enough. And it isn't.
And I went, fine, let's find out. Throw everything into disarm trap, which is 6, and I'm dead.
At least we skipped 5.
Yes, at least we skipped 5. Foolish me.
Yeah, it reminds me of that Tumblr post with the math problem of was it you have 6 pills, one of them is poison and weighs slightly more than the others, and you have a balance scale that you can only use twice.
Yep.
And
Yeah, and I know how to do that off the top of my head.
yeah, and the first commenter said something about yeah, putting half on one side, half on the other. The heavier side has the pill, and then weighing 2 of them, and if
If they weigh the same, the third one's the pill. If they weigh differently, you take the heavier one. But there's a quicker way of doing it.
No, it ended up with take one of the 2 remaining pill. Either way, you know which one is the poison pill. But yeah.
I think it was 8 total pills, because otherwise
Yeah.
you can still do it the way you just said it. Because with 8 pills, you do... what was it? Was it 9? You can just do 3 and 3. And if they weigh the same, it's in the last 3.
Mm-hmm. But yeah. And the comment was something like, some of us are more ready to make sacrifices for science.
I think we're about to ask him to town portal us. Or not. Oh, right. We actually finished clearing out Blackshire North first. So this type of thing is a reason why I'm really bad at speedrunning Might and Magic 6. I'm obsessive over clearing zones.
Yeah, I'm also a completionist. Like, I tried to get the entire map, no fog of war.
Mm-hmm.
I can't speedrun to save my life.
Yeah. It's like, now, if you want me to speedrun a 100% clear on Might Magic 6, I'm probably really good at that. But no, I cannot speedrun this game.
We have grapes?
No?
Oh, almonds. That looked so much like a grape. Chocolate covered almonds.
Mm-hmm. You bought them for me.
I know. I need to have my eyes checked.
Yes, you do. Not for that reason, but yes, you do.
I haven't had my vision checked in
A long time.
more than 2 decades, probably.
Whereas I think
it's
these
getting worse.
these glasses are only 5 years old, I want to say. I know I got them while I was still living in the US, but after the pandemic had started. I just can't remember exactly when. And I need a new prescription. It's really obvious that my eyes have gotten worse. But I was waiting until I had insurance, health insurance, for that. I still don't have health insurance, even though I was supposed to have gotten health insurance 2 months ago now. Thanks, employer. Your HR team is on top of the game. Anyway, we have finished clearing out Blackshire North.
I mean... Oh, no. I was thinking of Bootleg Bay.
No, we have we still haven't finished clearing out Bootleg Bay in our time.
Yeah, we haven't...
Why?
We looked into the Hall of the Fire Lord, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. I don't remember what was in there, but we noped out of it really fast.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know, you have your notes somewhere.
I do.
But they're not over here right now.
I see them.
Yeah, might as well. We are not doing anything right now. We are just clearing out Bootleg, or not Bootleg Bay. Dang it, now you're doing it to me. We're clearing out most of the rest of Blackshire South.
My nose just says druids.
Druids. I probably saw Great Druids and decided no.
Grand druid.
Grand Druid, yep. Because I hate dealing with Grand Druids. They zero out your MP if you get too close to them. And in an indoor environment, it's really easy to get too close to them. Bad enough, I went through most of a dungeon and episode 12 with them. But also, the Hall of the Fire Lord only has a single item in it. Like, isn't it only one quest item, and it's normally an innocuous one?
It has a crystal skull.
Yep. Because that is one of the ways you can get an extra crystal skull for Varn. Although I found out the easy way of dealing with that, and it's kind of irrelevant. Do you know how many years it took me to figure out that all you had to do is put a crystal skull in your hand? You don't need them in your inventory, you just need to hold one. And it will absorb it. Always.
What do you mean in your hand?
As in, you pick it up out of your inventory and close your inventory.
Like hold it on your
Yes.
mouse cursor?
Yep. That's all you need to do.
I didn't know that.
See how many years? It's completely unintuitive because nothing in the game tells you about it.
So you really just need one?
Yeah. Of course, if you're looting things, you'll end up putting it back in your inventory, and then you can use more than one, but you can rage loot, it's fine. We still have crappy healing. Don't worry.
Yeah, I mean...
We keep crappy healing a long time.
It's late January, so we've probably only leveled up once.
Yep. If we've even leveled at this point. It'd be nice if me... Oh, I know that I will see my level soon enough, because this video we do level up. So we'll at least see the level first. So, interesting fact about the set of mods that I'm running for Might and Magic 6, I actually have textures upscaled compared to the regular game.
You wouldn't think it...
You would not be able to tell, but, like, for instance, the landscape area, not the... Actually, I think the trees are also upscaled. Not the monsters. Those are normal scale, but everything else is at 4 times the resolution. Which is to say, it's up to 1,000 pixels. For the bigger items, instead of... No, wait, no, it's... Instead of 256 by 256, it's 1,000... It's 1024 by 1024 at the largest. So that's 8x. Increase in size. And you still can't tell. But I'm pretty sure it was just an automatic upscaling process, so it's not like it's going to look that great anyway. But it's kind of good that you can't tell, because then all of the monsters would look very out of place. They already look a little out of place in, like, Might Magic 8. I think this is also where you point out that the Mystics of Ba, even though they're the middle ones, are the only ones that attack you with Mind Blast. Which is why I focus on them, because they're annoying. Even though Mind Blast is one of the worst attacks in the game. It's more useful on enemies, because you don't have ungodly mind resistance at all times, unlike every enemy in the game. Excuse me, magic resistance. Mind resistance is only in the later games. Oh, hey, look, it's a chest. I'm sure nothing bad will happen.
We're dead.
We're not dead yet. It's when we close the box.
And time resumes.
Yes. We've looted everything. I try to town portal in time. I reload. Decide to try it again, I think. Because what I'm trying to do is trigger the town portal before I take the damage.
Which...
But I keep trying to use the mouse instead of hitting 5.
Yeah.
And decide, it's not worth it. The money is worth more than that anyway.
Can we assist you?
I mean, it's only 310 gold pieces to heal. And I didn't even bother healing. Crap, I don't remember the name of our other archer now.
Lucky.
Lucky, thank you. It's Ash and Lucky are the 2 archers.
think I can do.
What is it, Isin? Meow. Oh yeah, I think we're level 1.
No, we definitely leveled up once. We would not have survived that at level 1.
Yeah, you're right. We wouldn't have had enough hit points. We must be like level 3. I think we wait around to return Sherry before leveling.
Dramatic music.
Check out the Magic Guild, see if there's anything for sale that we want. The answer is no. I mean, Poison Spray is a good spell. That's about it, though.
And we have no merchant skill.
And we have no merchant skill. That also takes a while for us to get. We also don't even have membership to the Blade's End, and Wizard Eye just ran out. There we go. We return Angela. We get 10 food, but also reputation increase, which is the more important part, and lots of XP. We still have not found the Spider Queen's heart. I have no idea where the Spider Queen's heart is.
Pleased to meet you. Thank you.
Yes, yes, soon.
Pleased to meet you.
Would you like to join this video?
Can I help you find anything?
And it's time for merchant selling stuff. Because I don't have inventory space. And because we don't have the merchant skill, we don't need to hand things over to a merchant. There's no difference between any of our characters. Most of what we have are weapons anyway.
Looking for a weapon?
I predict I am lamenting about the fact that we do not have the merchant skill. Licking his cone again?
Yeah.
As I mentioned in the previous video, when he tries to clean himself, he ends up licking the cone. I don't know why he continues to lick the cone. It must be, like, instinct or something. I don't know. I don't get it. Why did I keep the stout spears?
We have a character who uses
Oh, right.
spear,
What are you looking at?
or
Or about to use spear. So we finally give axe to a character and spear to another character, I believe. Debate between axe, sword, and spear.
That will be useful.
Yep. So Ash has axe and Lucky has spear.
no longer a club user.
No longer a club user.
But our cleric still uses club.
Yep. I think I commented this point about the fact that Might Magic 7 and 8 have a glitch where they forgot that clubs existed.
And so they don't have a speed stat.
Yep, so it defaults to a speed of 1, and it's technically the best weapon in the game as a club.
Yeah, you can get a really good DPS that way.
Yes, you can! Because nothing else in the game can go that low on speed.
Yeah, we're definitely waiting to drop up Sherry.
Yes.
So we can level up.
Yep. I mean, it's more efficient that way, because Might Magic 6 does any trip to the training center where you level up takes a week. Might Magic 7 is a week per level of the character who levels up the most, which makes we are level 3. I finally spotted it. Yep. So we leveled up twice, which makes sense. You need a little bit of levels to be able to do anything. And now we level up a little bit more.
How about some training?
How about some training? And then I go, wait a second. Hold on a moment. Check self-guild. The reason why I check this in advance is because the guilds will reset after a certain number of game hours, and training is going to go through more than enough hours. I look at the spells and realize, oh, right. Cure Wounds is too high of a level to be here. And the difference between First Aid and Healing Touch is effectively none. It costs one more spell point, and it just heals a range instead of... And it effectively heals half of a hit point more on average than First Aid.
Someone is intently looking outside. I'm not sure if you can see much of anything. It's completely dark now.
How about some
Then we finally level up.
Okay.
I don't know why I level up like this, but okay.
That's how I usually do it.
So we level up to 9, which is a fairly large amount of skill points for this portion of the game. Oh, that's right. She had level 4 water magic. We were just waiting on actually going to a water magic expert. Lucky has level 4 air magic. And Duke has level 4 body, was it? Might even be an expert. No, not an expert, but level 4 body was correct. And Ash had level 4 bow. And I probably talk about how I want to level up and so on, thinking about, do I need to throw ranks in Disarm Trap, or am I just going to try to use Telekinesis? My usual debate in this game, because I frequently try to fight or trap disarm everything until I get Telekinesis, and then just only use Telekinesis. So I don't have to throw any skill points in Disarm Trap. Although what I should have done was make the Cleric also Disarm Trap, because then you can use Telekinesis and Disarm Trap at the same time. I have no idea what I'm talking about right now.
Yeah, you're obviously indicating something.
Yeah, I'm explaining something. I decide to go up to level 4 fire magic, because somebody needs to. If I remember right, I don't actually spend all of my skill points. For a long time, actually. Because I'm still debating as to who I want with what skill and so on. I talk about the fact that points in shield don't really do much other than just give you AC. So Duke ends up with just expert level mind magic. Not that we've experted it yet or anything. I talk about maybe giving Cassandra expert earth and decide against it because there's nothing good in earth. I debate whether Ash should actually get expert level axe, even though he doesn't have an axe. And then just decide, I'll spend the skill points later. But it's time to expert some things. But also I realize, right, I don't even have spirit magic. I can just go walk up here and get spirit magic. So I'm going to go do that. Done. I remembered. Then I look at the spellbooks again. And then remember, oh, right. All of these suck. Do I actually pick up Bind Blast now? Apparently not. I start heading out, then realize... Oh, nope, not yet.
I'd probably point out that you don't have Wizard Eye up.
Probably. I get Fire Magic expertise. I don't have anybody with more than 1 rank in Earth Magic, so skip that. I think I spend the skill points on getting expert level Spirit Magic at this point. Yep. I'm just trying to predict me.
How are you? Okay.
It's in? No.
It's in.
How are you?
It's in.
Okay.
It's in.
He is ignoring your existence.
Okay.
Isin's just being a butt right now.
You're not going to scratch there. You can scratch here.
I start trying to figure out if I can jump up to the whatchamacallit, location where the expert air magic person is. I cannot. It's only possible with the jump spell.
Or fly,
Or fly, yeah.
which is one.
What I was trying to think of is I know there was a way to jump from roof to roof, but you have to use the jump spell to get up to one of the roofs first. Then you can go between all of them. I don't remember what I'm looking for right now.
What are you looking at?
Then I resign myself to just using the fly scroll, I think. Down. He can't get around. Yep, there's the fly scroll. I was right. And I use it on the sorcerer because anything other than master level fly and master level water walk costs 1 spell point every so often. So you can't use a fly scroll on a knight, for instance.
What can I do for you?
And thanks, game.
Hey, how's it going?
So I become an expert air mage. And by I mean lucky. Then I fly this way and remember, oh right, devils. And start trying to, and that's when you remind me about Wizard Eye. And I start heading over to the Watermaster.
Expert.
Or yes, expert. We don't have enough skill points for master. The expert's in the middle of that garbage.
They're costing incinerate.
Yes, they are. But hey, we're a water magic expert now. And all it cost us is most of Duke's hit points. They grow back. And this is the island that has the entrance to Garrick's lab. We fly over to the volcano that has the obelisk inside, double checking the duration on fly because I do not trust it.
And to get the horseshoes.
Yep. It's mostly for the horseshoes. I don't intend to actually finish the obelisk puzzle, but there's not really a reason why I couldn't. And I look around at the map to go, should I clear things out? No. No, I shouldn't. Usurper Cole is a terrible place right now. We ran away from Sweetwater according to the start of the game to try to go to the safest place as far away as possible. And I look up and go, you know, there's a lip there. They can't hit me. And then start fighting devils.
At level 9.
At level 9. I've done lower. I have cleared out the Devil's Outpost at level 1 before.
How?
Heavily utilizing the
Turn-based mode?
New World Computing Dungeon.
Ah.
Isun!
That's not the one.
No! Isun's, I swear, is using the cone as an excuse to being a dumbass. Just, that's what he wants to do. Anyway, we finally clear them out, and now we can do expert learning training, except none of our characters have learning. Rarely is the question asked, is your character's learning? No. No, they is not. Isun! Okay, you're just crawling down now.
Water and earth.
This is when we buy sparks. Okay. And poison spray. Because now it's actually worth picking up now that they're an expert. That makes more sense. Because neither spell is that good at basic level. believe it or not, one of those spells carries us to this day for our primary damage dealer. Even though we have trap metal. I stare longingly at the earth magic, wondering if I should expert it. I bet I'm probably explaining my ideas right now and debating back and forth. And Isin just jumped up on the kitchen counter, then jumped down again. And then decide, no, earth magic is just so dumb and Might Magic 6 is not worth it. Really, there's only 1.5 useful spells in earth magic. It's Stone to Flesh and Sword of Flesh to Stone. That's only useful in one dungeon in the game in normal Might and Magic 6. What I'm doing right now, I have no idea. Shall we pause the commentary? Given I'm staring at nothing right now.
I guess you forgot to pause the recording or something?
I don't know.
Did our food arrive?
It must have been something like that.
Anyway, we're
Yep.
back.
Just like, nope, we're just going to stare off at the
Why
distance.
not?
No, we're there. It's just, I don't know. It must have been a cat-related thing.
Yeah, probably.
I saved the game and town portal to
Base? No, we don't
Silver
have,
Cove, according to my notes.
we don't have enough skill points to become a water monster
Yeah.
yet.
I think I'm debating and decide it's time to start checking all of the town portable, and yes, I did say portable, town portal-based cities to see what's there. Like, what type of enemies are present and what's in the dungeons I can easily access. So welcome to Silver Cove. There's a little ditty when you first arrive in Silver Cove, because the game is supposed to treat Silver Cove like it treats Freehaven, where you're not supposed to be able to come here except on foot the first time. It doesn't, mind you. It only does that for Freehaven, nowhere else in the game. Booey. Booey.
And noticing that this is definitely dungeon music.
Yep, and seeing the monks.
So probably Temple of the Fist, maybe one of, or the Silverhelm Outpost.
I think we thought it was the Silverhelm Outpost, because there's also other enemies here that made me think it was Silverhelm Outpost. But not that we can tell. There's just a lot of monks, and you normally don't see monks outdoors. You know, they're cloistered and all. We say hi to Loretta.
The Lady Loretta Fleece, Baroness of the Eastern Sea and Chancellor of the Treasury.
You know, I just noticed how barren Loretta Fleece's palace looks.
How expensive must that be?
What?
The shipping price set to 48
48 gold per
per
pound?
pound per mile traveled.
Yeah.
That's no one's going to be able to afford anything shipped unless like it's a letter that weighs almost nothing.
Yeah, that would be insanely expensive.
It's like a suit of armor would cost 20 times its value to ship.
Yeah, I'm just thinking like the 1,000 gold full plate. Or plate mill. I apparently look at my skills again. Am I thinking about picking up light magic, maybe? And then remembering that I'm poor? I mean, 8,000 isn't completely poor, but it's poor for buying mirror path spells, especially when you don't have the merchant skill.
To learn something new.
Ah, yes, master learning training for the learning that we don't have. Just checking places because I never remember where things are at.
Yeah, you were looking for a trainer, I think.
Yeah, I was. No, I think I was looking for Light Guild membership.
Yeah.
Not remembering, oh right, I don't have money. Light Guild membership doesn't do me much good. That's right, this is the place where you can grab the Water Master and abandon her child. Kitties? Zone's walking away, it's fine. Cats. They've been fine for most of the day. It's because it's getting late. Ah, yeah, Silver Cove, the home of Abdul's discount to insert thing here. Initiate Guild of Earth, Initiate Guild of Light, Protection Services, the Temple. Yeah, I'm looking for the membership for the Light Magic. There's Master Merchant, Porter. All sorts of NPCs, none of which help me.
The magic of spirit, mind, and body.
I am looking for a specific spell, and I am not finding it. I am looking for Cure Wounds. I know that I am looking for Cure Wounds because of how much I hate my healing. Pick up some more guild memberships. There's Master Earth. I was just there. Kriatyrr says that the light purchasing membership into Light Guild is right nearby the actual Light Guild, where I realize that there's not a house immediately next to it. I remember us having that conversation and me going, but what house? There's no house there.
Nice to see you.
But,
Nice to see you.
yep,
Greetings.
yep, I pick up the Monolith quest.
Nice to see
There's Guild of Self membership, which means that we must be right next to Earth Guild membership, naturally. And then next to that is Light Guild membership. Except that it's Light Expert instead. And then going, right, it's Castle Alamos for Master Light. Yep, this is brilliant. There's Light Guild membership. Costs 1,000 gold pieces to join the Mirror Guilds. But I now have Light Guild membership and not enough money to do anything with it.
Yeah, I don't think we even get the skill.
No, we don't. Because there's not much of a reason to take the skill when we can't afford any of the spells because I don't have any merchant skill. Create Food is not a useful spell in Might Magic. Dispel Magic is completely useless in Might Magic 6. Because there are no enemies in the game that actually have any spells they cast on themselves. That only starts in Might Magic 7. And the earlier Might Magics have that ability. It's just 6 that doesn't.
And then we figure out
Yep,
that...
we enter the Silverhelm Stronghold.
And nope.
And then
out.
nope very quickly. Because you're hearing Varn music. We didn't even bother looking to see what else was there. It was hearing the music and seeing a Guardian of Varn. No.
How are you?
Just a quartermaster sitting off in the middle of nowhere.
I am starting to pumpkin.
Okay. Shall we stop the commentary and start it up another day?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Be back, Internet. And we're back. You couldn't tell Fry. Clothing be ending for day. Oh, I should have worn the same shirt you were. Then we could have matched.
So I see we're in the monolith.
Yep. Monolith is a really weird dungeon. I think this is the dungeon that I finally noticed the capitalization thing in when I went through it.
Probably, yeah.
So, looks like I upped perception some. That way I can make sure I can spot certain things. Also, we have rats. And this, combined with the music, tells us that we're actually in Goblin Watch, of all places. Like, monster-wise. Obviously, we're in the Monolith, but yeah. So, yeah. This is actually the first dungeon in the game, and fairly appropriate, although a little weird that goblins and rats are in the druid area. Just dawned on me, the game never does explain what in the world the Monolith actually is.
Yeah. I mean, that's in the name. It's a big rock.
I know what a monolith is, and I have read 2001: A Space Odyssey for that matter, but...
And you've even been to Vigelandsparken in Oslo and seen the monolith.
The monolith. Although it's been a very long time since I was in Oslo.
Yeah, the monolith always creeped me out just when I was a kid.
The last time I was in Oslo would have been 2006?
That's a long time ago at this
Yep.
point.
That's almost 20 years. Sorry, it might have been 2007.
That's still almost 20
Yeah,
years.
it's 18 years instead of 19 years. It's a huge difference. Well, I mean, you moved away from Oslo, and I stopped having a reason to go there. Oh, take that back. I've been in the airport when I moved, because I had to go through the airport because kiddies had to
yeah.
enter through Oslo Airport. Ah, the toilet flushers. They really do sound like a toilet flushing. Like, specifically our toilets flushing. Yes.
I think it sounds nothing like that.
Tell us in the comments. Does it sound like a toilet flushing to you? Now I'm just being goofy because I have nothing to say when we're doing a dungeon crawl. Luckily, this is the last one of these that we need to record. Because then the rest, I'll edit this and upload it tonight. YouTube will take its standard 11 hours to process for no reason whatsoever. And then it'll be released tomorrow. Tomorrow being the 5th. And then from there we can release newer videos again. Oh yeah, and the monolith curses you. But only that section of the monolith.
Yeah, I don't really remember what was up with that.
I don't think it explains it.
Yeah.
Ever. Like, this almost feels like something that they only half completed. There is a quest for it, at least. Unlike, Agar's lab.
Yep. Got nothing to say. It's
Yep.
a dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to be all naturey, but it looks very...
Dungeony.
Yeah.
They did a better job with the dungeons in Might Magic 7, in my mind. Just in general, the dungeons in 7 feel better. They still feel like dungeons. But like Stone City almost feels like a city rather than a dungeon. Even though it's an indoor map.
I wonder what they do for ventilation. Just the entire indoor city concept.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I know what happens on Sharna for the Dwarven cities. They actually have ventilation pipes going all the way up to the surface.
And what do they do on the space station?
They have scrubbers for that.
How do scrubbers even work? I see them referenced in fiction.
I mean, they exist in reality. That's how spaceships work. They use a catalyst. If I remember right, it's actually not that far off of a car's catalytic converter, where they use a catalyst and effectively convert carbon dioxide to oxygen and carbon, I want to say.
Yeah, I think this was the point where you didn't know where to proceed, and I told you to touch the monolith.
Mm-hmm.
Because this monolith is okay to touch, unlike the other one that curses you.
I remember mostly skipping this quest, actually. Like, I know I did it in my Let's Play. I finally equipped Sparks. Because I got tired of all of these enemies all at once. And I equipped Poison Spray. Ah, classic spell.
I left my teacup at my desk.
Okay. You won't be missing much. Ah.
Sorry.
You missed me picking up goblin bodies. Very exciting.
I watched it the first time around.
Just think of this as director's cut commentary. But once we're done with this, we can actually go back to playing the game again. Even though we're like 10 episodes in the future at this point. Hey look, we gained +5 personality on our cleric.
Oh, it's not nothing.
It might as well be.
At where we're now, yeah, but earlier, maybe.
And trap chest. And then I went, no, let's just at least get it to 4.
It's probably... Oh, that actually
Yep,
was
and
enough.
we gained the statuette, which is not a required quest item. It is a quest item, at least, unlike, you know, the stupid scrolls that just have lore information on them. They can apparently count as quest items for purposes of the randomizer.
Ah, we still have people without cloaks.
Yeah, we still had people without cloaks at
I was
this
about
point.
to say with leather cloaks, but no.
No, without cloaks. And we're using the Ba cloak for one.
Well, yeah, it has decent armor compared to all the other cloaks.
And then we get another good bow. We're still wearing that bow. Like 10 episodes in the future, we are still using that bow.
Yeah, I mean, isn't that...
That's one of the best...
Is it the best or
I
the
think
second
it's-
best crossbow?
I think it's the best crossbow. And it actually has a good weapon enchantment. That's when we were talking about the enchant item, because I always forget whether it's expert or master enchant item that allows you to enchant weapons. It's master, and we only have expert water magic.
But you still let her keep the crappy bow equipped
Yep,
instead of giving her the
Yep.
decent bow.
I'm aware. Like, watching this again, I'm aware. At the time, no, did not remember that.
I don't think I said anything,
I don't think you did either.
but I think I noticed it. It's like, okay. I think I thought you would forget that it was unenchanted if you didn't
Could be.
keep it in your
I
inventory.
mean, we did run into that problem a little bit later. Of me having to find all of the unenchanted stuff. I have no idea what I'm doing right now.
Probably saying something about the enemies outside.
Probably.
How you don't want to go out back out there.
Yeah, I think I was thinking about just trying to wait it out and TPing. Because we don't have a fly scroll right now. But we do have is Water Walk. Which I don't even think we bother using.
Use it right there.
No? Oh, yeah. I'm blind. So many monks. And then checking the fountains in the middle, which I believe are just refreshing. They probably do something, but a lot of the wells and fountains in the game do something based off of a requirement. And those requirements are usually like stats below a certain amount. And the fact that I went to the Shrine of the Gods kind of eliminates all of that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the stat requirements are so low that we would not have survived if we had gone this far without stat increases. Like, intellect alone.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Knowing looks and glances. Need I say more? Know what I mean? Know what I mean?
Ah, Luigi, the Monty Python reference. I have actually been a part of that skit on stage before.
I'm not familiar with it.
It's from Monty Python's Flying Circus.
Which I might have seen over 20 years ago.
I have all the DVDs.
Oh, it's a series.
TV series.
Yeah. I
Very long-running TV series.
might have seen 3 episodes of it.
I don't think too much more than the first 2 seasons were released outside of Britain.
That's a special interest, I suppose. And here you are debating whether you can afford chain.
Yep.
I think you can afford it.
I think I can afford chain. Because I had been intentionally holding off deciding between chain and leather on characters. Because I was like poor and I didn't know what type of items I would be getting. Ah, so it's after 6 p.m. It's still after 6 p.m. me. And I point out that the Warlord's Fortress is up in that dark area. And that's another dungeon that we can go into and experiment with. Figure out what's inside of there. Not to mention the Warlord's Fortress would definitely have another quest item. I think I'm wandering aimlessly at this point, trying to figure out what to do next. Preparing for the next video because we're about to coming up on time.
Can we assist you?
Going to the temple to heal.
Be with you.
I think this is the point in the game where I start not sleeping again. There's a point in every Might and Magic that I stop sleeping. The only time they get sleep is when they're training.
Yeah, basically.
Yep. I mean, it costs more money, but I don't have to recast any buff spells that are up. Oh, looks like I go toward the north first. I don't have to recast any buff spells. I don't have to worry about any temporary bonuses to things I still have. It's a Circle of Stones. It's only available on a full moon after the first promotion quest is finished.
No, isn't that the one where you go on the solstice?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's the
equinox?
solstice.
The other one is on a full moon.
Yep.
The indoors one in the Temple of the Moon.
Yep. And that one gets you drunk. Where I just go, I'll just reload.
Pleased to see you.
The drunk status effect is so weird.
It gives you more luck, doesn't it?
Yep. It increases luck.
But decreases several other things.
Yep. And it has priority over weakness. So getting drunk is actually a solution to being weak.
Oh.
That makes 0 sense. Technically, if you have knights, you should let your knights become insane. Because insanity causes stat increases for might. And all of the penalties are for intellect and personality.
Yeah, but also, if you're insane, you can't sleep.
Correct.
So,
Well,
eventually
like you sleep
die.
anyway, most likely. At least in my games. But just going to a temple will restore that. Oh wow, we have so little in the way of rings. We have 4 rings to our name, and they're all equipped on the cleric. And this is where I notice, wait, why am I using a basic crossbow? I literally have a better crossbow in his inventory. And we enter the Warlord's Fortress, and we stop here. So, next video, back to normal with the Warlord's Fortress. Talk to you later, Nanette.
Bye.
Bye.